Good morning. It's the Call Flow Radio Show, and you're on the air.
It is the Call Flow Radio Show for Monday, October 7th. If you'd like to be a part of the program, we do not have a guest today that I'm aware of. That'll be later on.
What about me, John? I'm not a guest. I'm a recurring guest.
You're the consummate co-host.
How you doing, John?
Consummate.
Yes.
All right. 434-394-0924. If you'd like to be a part of the program. And got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, a huge amount. Well, I do want to mention...
So you go first.
Well, we do have a winner for the Farmville Now sign-up giveaway. We're not going to hold on, John.
I'm sorry. I was going to get the drum roll going.
We're going to release it at the bottom of the hour.
What?
So stay tuned for that.
Oh.
But this person will be very excited and pleased about their win.
We should have really started off with a bang, not a whimper.
Yeah, well, you know, John, I want to season. This is like a little taster, a little sample.
Away, then. Okay.
Yeah, you bring that out later.
I'll bring it out later.
Yeah.
Okay.
John, did you play drums growing up?
No, wanted to.
Yeah, you never did that.
I had a set when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
Back when the Muppets were a big thing on TV. Do you know the animal puppet? Animal, and he was like this beast on the drums. Muppets, puppets, whatever.
Yes, John, I know the.
Some people don't.
Okay, yeah, sure. You know what? Yeah. Those two people who don't know the Muppets, you know,
and you'd be one of them. Well, that's what I was getting at. I had an animal drum set.
Oh, nice.
And I beat the living, you know what, out of it.
Yeah, I bet your parents hated that.
Well, it was just like paper and stuff.
Well, okay.
It wasn't like a real drum set. But it looked like it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
No,
I never really had the rhythm to do that.
You got to have a rhythm.
But I appreciated anyone who could pull it off.
Definitely.
So.
Yeah. Wow,
how about you? How many instruments
drums.
You play? You play the cheese flute. What is it?
What is it? The accordion.
The accordion.
The accordion, yeah. I don't know how to play the accordion. I own one, and I am more than eager to start learning how to do it. Well, look, John, to be honest with you, I bought this accordion because I was like, you know...
Trying to pick up girls.
Well, no, but I'm Italian, and I was like, you know, what's an Italian instrument that's, you know, very like... you know, streets of Italy, and I was like, oh, the accordion. People play that outside of cafes. It's a very, like, you know, just a very... So I picked it up, and I haven't learned how to play it yet, but I'm planning on doing so. But I do play drums a little bit. It doesn't sound very good, but I could do a couple of rhythms. I know, you know, the 4 on the floor beats, you know, when you... hit the bass drum, you know, the time and the timing... The what is it? Triplets. I can do that.
Right.
Paradiddle. I know what that is. I can't do it, but I know what it is. No, I can do paradiddle.
So you're not a true
percussionist.
I'm not
a percussionist by you know. Yeah, but I mean, I could.
Are you a pugilist by any chance?
Yes, by chance I am.
Oh, good.
By chance I am. No.
We ought to get in the ring sometime.
No.
Do you know what a pugilist is?
What? Enlighten us, John.
Boxing.
Hey. Not bad. I like that. Classy. That's classy. That's good.
All right. So do you have any other big news? Now, something happened over the weekend, right?
No, yeah, John.
Are you going to bring it up at the bottom of the hour, too, or are you going to bring it up now?
Oh. The Rock the Block?
That's what I was...
Yes, yep. John. Yes.
Tell us about that.
I went to the Rock the Block. We had a booth set up. It was very fun. A lot of interesting bands played and performed. I knew one of the people personally, C.J. Oswald, who was on the Farmville Spotlight as the second guest. He's a very interesting guy. He played a couple of sets. He was like a in-between act, so he went up twice, I think, and played just like a 15, like a quick 15, you know. But it was fun. Yeah, we had a lot of people stop by our booth and just kind of showing people the layout of the website, you know, for the Farmville Now calendar events, and just kind of showing people how that works. And I got to say, it's very exciting. It's coming out very, very soon, in like, what is it, 3 weeks or so, or 2 weeks. It's coming up very, very shortly. I think 3, but you know. Yeah, we're all very excited. Even you, John. I know you don't get excited very easily, but I could tell you're very excited about this. Yeah. So I thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Because I know it's a challenge.
No, it's not.
You know, you told me some interesting stuff, John. You went to a baseball game? Or was it softball?
Doubleheader. No, softball.
Okay.
No, my nephew, so it's baseball.
Okay, so you went to a baseball game. You thought it was going to be one game, but it ended up being a double header.
Yeah, supposedly they didn't have enough kids to warrant having the game the next day, so they said, "Hey, can we play 2 in one night?" And they agreed to it.
Wow,
It was up in Cumberland.
That's unfortunate. Double. It's like going to see. Just how long is a regular baseball game? Like 2 hours?
Oh, not for the little kids.
Hour and a half?
More like an hour, maybe.
Yeah, hour. So instead of watching 1 hour of baseball, you have to watch 2.
Right.
That's what a doubleheader is.
But they shortened the innings, I think.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. So it wasn't like that long.
Yeah.
But yeah, I probably got home. It was close to 10.
Concessions were good?
They did not have any concessions.
So you had to stay there for 2 hours with no concessions.
I can do that. No
Can
problem.
you?
Oh, easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd start eating my fingers. I gotta... When I'm watching baseball, John, I better have a hot
You're
dog
like
in my
those
hands.
Girls in that Yellow Jackets thing I watched over the weekend where they end up going cannibal.
No, jeez.
So that's where...
Yellow Jackets.
You haven't heard of this?
No.
It was this thing about these girls that were soccer players and they'd made state or whatever, and they were in this plane to go play out in, I don't know, somewhere out west.
Yeah.
And the plane goes down, and some of them survive. And
They start eating.
well, eventually they didn't get that far into because it's been on for more than one season.
If you're just pouring your bowl of cereal, you might want to hold off because John's going to talk about.
I didn't go that deep into it.
All right. Well, I mean, you're getting pretty close, John.
No, I was going to leave it there. I was going to leave it there.
Okay, were you really?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you might want to hold off on pouring your morning.
Like what I was going to say was the show has been on more than one season. The only thing you were allowed to watch was the first season. There was hints of that maybe happening in the future, but they didn't go that far with it yet.
Okay, but it's likely.
Well, I went ahead and I didn't realize it was on for more than one season until I looked it up on a Wikipedia thing, and it gives you the synopsis of the other seasons. Yeah. And I started reading them because I knew I couldn't see but so many of the other seasons, and so the further I read, the more I started to go, this is what happens.
Takes a left turn into absurdity. Wow,
yeah, big time.
Okay. All right, so you went to the baseball game. You watched an episode of Yellow Jacket here and there.
I watched the whole season.
Watched the whole season.
Like
of Yellow Jacket in one day. In one day?
No.
Okay. Okay. All right. I wasn't sure if you're one of those people, John, that end up, they start early in the morning, they make some eggs and, maybe some green bell peppers, and they blend it up into an omelet, and they sit down for the entire day watching one show.
I can watch an episode or two back to back, but then my attention span starts to and I want to look at something, do something else, or whatever the case may be.
I know people who watch an entire
I can't do that.
like 7 hours long in one day.
Yeah, I'm aware that is a thing, but I got to have a break here and there. I can't just sit there and look at it the whole time.
You need a break. You need to go outside, step outside, fresh
air in your
nostrils.
Run around the trees a little bit.
Yeah. You've been blowing your nose a lot more, John. Is it the allergies?
The allergies finally got to me,
And so you're blowing your nose everywhere?
But it's not as bad as it could be. Yeah. Knock on.
This is fake. Knock on fake wood.
Fake wood's almost as good.
Well, here's some real.
Real.
There we go. John's just
what do you think
knocking
that
around.
Is? Cedar? What do you think that is?
I think that's some sort of synthetically made.
Oh. Okay.
No, it's probably real wood. Probably. We're talking about we have like a window in the studio, and there's a little wood frame.
Well, you know what we should be talking about?
John,
this day in history.
Oh, goodness.
2001. I wasn't going to let you stop me. Triggered by the September 11 attacks, the Afghanistan war began as U.S. and British warplanes started bombing Taliban targets. Yep. 2001.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a long time ago.
Yeah. How old were you in 2001?
Young. Younger than I am now.
How young?
I was really young.
You were like a baby?
Not that young.
Okay. Like a child.
Well, I was young.
Okay.
1996. Fox News Channel, a satellite and cable news network created by Roger Ailes for Rupert Murdoch's News Corporation, was launched on this day of the United States, 1996.
Wow, Fox News, where would we be without them? And Sean Hannity and the
I
other
like how
guys.
one network doesn't have to do what the other networks do, but that's the outcast. I don't get that. I don't. Unless
sorry,
you,
I totally missed the question.
Unless you blindly go along with all the other news networks and say the exact same key phrases that they all say, then you're an outsider.
But
I like how that works.
Fox News isn't an outsider. It's one of the most widely well-known news.
No, I mean viewed upon.
Yeah. Well, I think people have their opinions. You have the opinion that it's not that,
Well, I have an opinion that they're not as whatever they are made out to be as they really are.
Yeah.
I don't think they're as
right-winged.
I'm not saying there aren't people that are on that network that aren't, but I'm also saying there's some people that are on there as well that they're on the other side too.
So you're saying it's like
a melting pot.
So you're saying it's an unbiased, it has both sides of the argument.
If you want to call that unbiased, I would just say what was their key phrase? Fair and balanced.
Yeah, fair and balanced.
Used to be their slogan.
And do you believe that's true?
I don't know. I'm not saying whether I do or I don't. I'm just saying.
Well, what's your opinion?
Let's put it this way. I know what I'm going to get when I watch CBS.
Yeah.
I know what I'm going to get when I watch ABC.
Sure.
I know what I'm going to get when I watch NBC.
Yeah.
And it's not what Fox sometimes provides.
Okay.
So, but and I'm not even a big proponent of Fox News. I don't really watch it anymore. I haven't watched it in years, really. Off and on, maybe, but not enough to go, oh, I watch this person all the time. They've lost a lot of people over the years since they've started.
Yeah.
And every time I would see someone go off, I started to kind of lose interest eventually because I either liked that person or whatever, or I just started to realize after some years that they weren't what a lot of people think they are, meaning slanted one way and that's it. They're not. I mean, it's obvious some of the people they put on there and some of the coverages that they aren't. I can get why some people that don't watch it may have a perceived notion of what they are. But unlike me, who had to watch school for school, I had to watch stuff like that and then talk
report.
Because they would say, "Go home, watch the news,
write about
and present it."
Exactly.
So this whole thing, well, you can't argue against something you don't watch. No, I did watch it.
Yeah.
There was a time where that was all you could watch.
Yeah, sure.
Because there was only 3 channels or whatever it was back in the day. So,
1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
3 channels.
I'm Peter Jennings, and so I can give you the names of the newscasters. So don't give me this.
No, John. I'm
not talking to you. I'm just talking out in general.
Oh, okay. But you keep saying you, so I'm
But the argument is, my argument is, I watched all that stuff.
Sure.
I'm
That's
Ted
fair.
Koppel, and this is Nightline. I've watched all that stuff.
What about Walter Cronkite?
That was my grandfather's
least favorite news associate news anchor.
That's what I was told anyway.
This Walter Cronkite, I don't like him. He's a bad dude.
Well, he just thought he leaned a certain way. Let's just put it.
Well, let's be honest. Walter Cronkite was everybody's favorite dinner guest, and what I mean by that,
not everybody.
Everybody had Walter Cronkite on the TV when they were eating dinner, and so he was a very welcomed guest.
That's the way it was.
That's the way it was.
1971. Ever seen this film? The American crime thriller, The French Connection.
Yes, I know. I've seen.
I was just asking.
I've started watching this movie. It has what's his
Gene Hackman. Yep.
I love that guy. He's a great actor.
Yeah, he is.
He's one of the best.
We can agree on that one for sure.
Fantastic actor.
Had its world premieres in New York City and Los Angeles. The movie, which won the Oscar for Best Picture, is especially known for featuring one of the most exciting and iconic car chases in cinematic history. That was 1971 that it got its premiere.
Wow.
But that's one of the ones I've never really watched of his. I've seen just about, I wouldn't say I've seen every film he's ever done, but I've seen a lot.
Yeah.
To me, he was Lex Luthor, because that would have been my first exposure to him, playing Luthor in the Superman film. And then I learned as time would go on, I'd see him in some other things, and I was like, you know what? This guy's a good actor. He's really good. No matter what he was in, even if the movie wasn't all that great.
Yeah.
He was good. 1959, the romantic comedy, ever seen this? Pillow Talk was released nationwide in the United States. It was the first of several on-screen pairings of actors Rock Hudson and Doris Day.
Yeah.
Haven't been watching that one, huh?
No, I haven't seen that one. But
your boy, Celis Yo-Yo Ma,
yes, I love Yo-Yo Ma.
was known for his extraordinary technique and rich tone, was born in Paris on this day in 1955.
He's got many unique styles of playing, that instrument.
Yep.
Love it.
And your other boy, Russian politician Vladimir Putin.
He's my favorite.
Served as president and prime minister of Russia, was born on this day in 1952.
Yep. Wow. He's getting up there in age. Slowly but surely, it's creeping up on him.
For some reason, they just can't vote him out. I don't know what that's all about.
Weird. That's weird. They can't get rid of him. You would think,
popular guy, I guess. I don't know.
Strange how that works.
1849, American short story writer, poet, and critic Edgar Allan Poe died in Baltimore, Maryland on this day in 1849.
Wow. Have you ever been to the Poe Museum, John, in Richmond, Virginia?
No, I have not. Have you?
Nope.
Oh.
I heard it's nothing.
Maybe that's where you were going.
Nope.
Okay.
I did hear that it's nothing but like a chair of his, maybe a dresser he used, and like just a couple of pieces of his furniture he had around. It's not like anything interesting, just very like... It's a very small, it's a very lacking museum, but it's cool, if you want to see like historic items, So, yeah, but Edgar Allan Poe, I mean, he was a weird dude. He was a weird little guy.
Explain.
I don't know. It just, he was a very strange character. I heard he was like dating his... might have been cousin, or it was like a very close relative. I say cousin, but I was closer than a cousin because like back then you could do that, and it would be like it wouldn't be looked down upon. But I mean, they were like closer.
It wasn't frowned upon in ancient Egypt. They were doing that then. That's why King Tut had that deformed foot or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So that stuff, I like how it's kind of pigeonholed to just America and the mountains and stuff like that.
I think it's wrong anywhere.
It was worldwide. Even the royal family, British.
Well, yeah, of course the British. John. Yeah. I'm not saying it's right, but
I'm not saying it's right either. I'm just saying I like how it doesn't get that stigma for any other thing.
I think it does. We're giving it the stigma right now as we talk. We're giving it stigma. The stigma. There you go, John. If you believe it's true, it is, If you
believe in Santa Claus,
it's real.
Oh, yeah. So we still got some time.
Yeah, well, I want to go.
If you like to, I was just going to. I'm going to drop the line one more time, and then you hit me up with what you're going to say. 434-394-0924. If you'd like to be a part of this conversation,
there's really good stuff going on over here. Yeah. It's really firing up now.
So now, go ahead and lay it on us.
I went to go see a Longwood comedian. A comedian who performed at Longwood, Michael Palisak, on Friday or Thursday.
I was going to say, okay, but you weren't on the air to talk about it.
I was not on the air to talk about it.
All right, so how was that?
It was fun, dude. It was a good. He was very, very funny. Very, very good takes. Also, his like main act, like I'm not gonna trash on anybody. I mean, they were very funny guys. First guy a little bit less so, but it's hard opening up a show for.
So how many performed all together?
Two.
Okay.
He had
just
opener,
the opener and
then the main act.
Okay.
Yeah. And I gotta say, I was a little disappointed the turnout. I don't know. I mean, I went there just to watch, just to soak up some comedy, But it wasn't that big of a turnout. Which I mean, if there's a headlining comedian who's been on Stephen Colbert, you would think everybody and their mother would go.
Well, but maybe it takes a bigger name, but I don't know how much of a hotbed this area is for comedy.
I don't think it's a hotbed at all, John. I think it's a cold, freezing
a cot
bed. Yeah. It's like an igloo.
It's like a cold cot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Not a lot going on with the comedy scene in Farmville, Virginia, surprisingly.
Is everybody ready to laugh?
You guys want to... Here's some jokes I wrote down. Take a look. But I did go, and I don't know if I'm even allowed to say this on air, but I met somebody. I met a celebrity in my mind.
Okay.
First time caller. I met first time caller, John.
Right. And his reaction was, did he run away? Or?
No, he didn't run away.
Oh,
it was great. It was great, though. I hope I didn't put too much pressure. I called him out. I was like... So I was like sitting behind him, and I wasn't sure if it was this guy or not. But
so how did you know?
I had some insider information. There was somebody working from the inside, and they told me, they were like, "Hey, he's going to be there." Also, we gave him tickets, so that there's that as well. But I went to go.
But we gave other tickets away too.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
We did.
But you had the inside information.
At the inside information.
Gotcha.
Oh, well, like I saw him, and anyways, it was like first time caller, and he was like, he just like looked, and he was like,
Not me. I don't know who.
and he was like, oh, sugar.
I'd have played that different. I would have been like, who?
Yeah.
Looking around.
Exactly. Well, I appreciate he
Did he actually say what you just said?
Oh, sugar. I think he did say, "Oh, sugar." Okay. I might be wrong. I might if he's listening right now, and I misremembered that. Please call in and feel free to correct me. But it was very surreal because like I've always John, you still have the mystery,
That's the way I like it.
Yeah.
You keep it a mystery.
You keep it a mystery.
Right.
Keep the smoke and mirrors. That's what I say.
It. Yeah, it's like David Copperfield. Yeah.
I should have got an autograph or something or a picture.
He didn't ask you for one?
No.
Oh.
No. Come on, John.
Maybe he just didn't have a piece of paper on.
Nobody's asking me for an autograph. Like, come on.
Not yet.
Not yet.
They will.
Oh. Yeah. That's
you didn't get any at the Rock the Block?
Oh, yeah, John. I had so many people ask for my autograph. It was crazy.
I knew.
No, I'm kidding.
You're not fooling me at all.
Ooh, yeah, but anyway, so
comedian. Well, you feel like you've been given a testimony. What are you sweating? What's going on?
No.
Oh,
well, sorry.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. I just get sweaty sometimes.
It seems like you're talking about something you're not too comfortable with.
No.
Okay.
That's not it at all. Not at all.
You got kind of a sweater and a shirt up under
I got
that
a shirt
and the stocking cap.
So I
dress for winter in here. It's not that cold in here.
I always, exactly. I'm always ready to go out into a blizzard, and I would be warm.
This is Noah Massage broadcasting from the North Pole.
I got a sweater. I got a shirt underneath a sweater, and I'm wearing a snow cap. The only thing I'm missing is like gloves. Yeah, but Anyways, John.
Anywho.
Yeah, so I went to go see Michael Palasak. Great show. And I guess if I had to say one thing.
You got to meet him afterwards, right?
I did. I shook his hand. I got a picture with him. He was not enthralled with me asking for a picture, but no, I'm kidding.
Well, I understand that.
Yeah. Who wants to take a picture with this?
Who wants to take a picture at all?
Exactly. But I was like,
little, teeny bop girl, taking the selfies and whatnot. But I
took a very serious photo where I was not smiling.
You weren't smiling?
No. I had a slight smile, but it was more like, I'm sorry, I'm doing this. I hate people like this, but I'm doing it. Because the thing is, John, I judge people who are like interrupting. Or, who usually do that and ask for a photo. Like, people who usually go to shows and then they're like, oh, can I get a photo with you? And, I want your autograph. I usually look down on people like that. I do.
And yet you are that person.
I did it. Yeah, and that's why I'm in this very confusing, because,
you just hate it when other people do it.
In my opinion, I think you should not bother. Obviously, buy merch, support them however you want.
I hate it when people ask for pictures, and now I can't do it.
Yeah, but I did it, so...
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're probably the only one that did, right?
Makes me a hypocrite, I guess.
That's all right.
No. There was a couple other people.
Couple other people.
Well,
good. Well, I'm glad you had a good time. Sounds like you had a busy weekend. Even though that was technically Thursday.
Yeah.
Last exciting couple of days.
And the girlfriend's been sick.
Still?
I've been making her soup and crackers. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Soup and crackers and just like any sort of tea.
Back in the old days, we'd go see a doctor if it prolonged that long.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess the young people don't do that anymore.
No, we still go see a doctor.
Oh, good. I'd suggest maybe you do that.
Yeah, it's a good idea, John. Thank you. We didn't think about that, but. No, we saw.
We'll see Dr. Vinny Boom Bots.
Vinny Boom Bots. What is that from? That is
Rodney Dangerfield.
Nah, Vinny Boom Bots. That's right.
That's my doctor, Vinny Boom Bots.
Yeah, that's funny. That's a good one.
He told me I was going to die in a week. I said, I want a second opinion. He says, you're ugly too.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah. Dr. Vinny Boom Bots.
Well, John, I think it's that time again. So
we finally got there.
We made it.
Thank goodness.
Ring that bell, John.
The championship bell has been rung. All right. This edition of The Weather brought to you by the Bank of Charlotte County.
Hello, I'm Stuart Wilborn, manager of the Bank of Charlotte County Loan Office in downtown Farmville. I invite you to call or come by and see me about your loan needs. Whether it's time to purchase investment property, build your dream house, expand your business, or purchase timberland or farmland, you will find old-school personal assistance with attention to detail. Stop by our office at 216 North Main Street or call us at 391-1136. The Bank of Charlotte County, giving you more for your banking needs. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
And for today, sunny skies, a high near 78. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 47. Tuesday, sunny, a high near 70. Clear Tuesday night with a low around 44. Sunny Wednesday, a high near 78. And Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a low around 46. Right now in Farmville, it's sunny, 64 outside. Bank of Charlotte County with branch locations in Phoenix, Charlotte Courthouse, Brookneal, and their loan office in downtown Farmville. The birthday calendar is brought to you by Terry Atkins Wilson, PC.
The law office of Terry Atkins Wilson, PC, is located at 117 North Main Street in downtown Farmville. With deep roots in Farmville and our surrounding communities, Terry and her legal staff specialize in real estate law, wills and trusts, business formations, and collections. Experience and professionalism are extended to every customer in every case. The needs and concerns of every customer are their primary focus. If you have legal needs, contact the law office of Terry Atkins Wilson, PC, for a consultation at 434-392-1422.
And he's getting psyched for it right now. Birthdays for today, Monday, October 7th, and I present to you Knower Massage.
Thank you, John. I'm going to read the birthdays for October 7th in the order they came in.
Okay.
Sometimes they change it around, and I go from back to front, or sometimes I'll start in the middle, work my way down. I'm going to read it from front to back. Okay, so just be prepared.
Okay.
All right, first name on the list is Sunny Rice. Second name, Sandy Tice. Not kidding. Sunny Rice, Sandy Tice, don't know.
That's nice.
Third name is Hunter Redford. I hope Hunter is having a great day. Edward Hagaman, Nate Baldwin, Lexon Passequin. And for the anniversaries, John, we have George and Betty Drinkard. And also, a very faithful listener to us, Allie and Ray Duty in Dillwyn.
Their anniversary today?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary to
Happy
you
birthday.
guys. And
Today was
happy
your day.
birthdays. Happy birthdays all around. And if you want to send those birthdays in to us, you can send them in going to birthdays at WFLO.net, sending them there, or you can call them in at 434-394-0924. John, back to you.
Okay, I want to check something real quick
Yep.
as to why we may be not getting some phone calls.
Yeah, well, sure.
Let's see.
Fair.
Okay.
Okay.
So the phone lines are open, 434-394-0924. If you'd
Open
like
the
to
floodgate.
give us a call. And in
John?
the meantime, yes.
I need a drum roll because we're going to be revealing our giveaway winner. So if you can roll.
Are you really going to do it now?
I'm really going to do it now.
Okay, ready?
All right.
And a 1 and a 2.
Okay. So the winner of the giveaway, Farmville Now. Do we have like a sound effect, John? Like a ba-dunch,
Yeah, I got something for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grand winner is what about match game? If we can get some match game music, I would just feel better about
Match game is for contest.
Oh,
only.
okay. Well,
No, I'm just
this is a
kidding.
contest.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
We already have a winner.
Yes.
It's okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so as John types that, and he's drum rolling, and he's really trying this guy. He's doing a lot of different things.
Hey, what happened?
And John is...
Here you go.
There
Ready?
we go.
There you go.
All right, so thank you, John.
You're welcome.
Now I feel better about giving the name. We got a little
Good.
music going.
Good.
All right, so our grand winner for the giveaway
Yeah.
for the Farmville Now
Yeah.
newsletter, it is Dora Lise Short Jackson. Congratulations. You have won,
Cool.
Dora Lise. Yes, and we're going to email you as well. If you want to reach out, call in, feel free to call in. We can talk about your win. All right. John's just playing random sound effects, but Dora Lise Jackson, Dora Lise Short Jackson. And if anybody knows Dora Lise, feel free to call in and just. All right.
Wait a minute, I'm talking now.
Okay, all right, John. Okay, John. All right. Take it easy. Reel it back in, John.
You let the cracking out. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So that was pretty fun, though. Dora Lise Short Jackson. I hope you get back to us, email, call in, and you have won.
All right.
So that's it.
Cool.
That's all I'm here. Yep, that's it, John. That's the news I was revealing. So
That's good. You sure you're done? Got about 3 seconds here. All right.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Noah Massage. Thank you.
You know, I'm gonna. Can we talk about something a little personal, right?
Celebrity birthdays, you mean?
No, say that again. How you said my last name?
Massage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Massage.
Massage.
Yeah.
John Mellencamp's got a birthday today. He's 73, by the way. You want his fun fact? He was once engaged to actress Meg Ryan. I had heard that before. You big John Mellencamp fan?
No.
I like John. I like him.
He's okay.
I like him musically. Let me put that plain.
He's okay.
Musically.
He's not terrible. He's not great.
He was great back in the 80s.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way.
I'm sure he was, John.
And then another salute to your cellist, Yo-Yo Ma.
Yo-Yo Ma.
Turned 69.
Yes.
His fun fact, most recent Grammy nomination came earlier this year for Best Chamber Music / Small Ensemble Performance.
Aha.
Feeling better?
Yeah.
Okay. Michael W. Smith, singer,
Yes.
turned 67. His fun fact, has performed on The Tonight Show for 2 different hosts, Johnny
And Jay Leno. Nobody likes Jay Leno.
except for Jay Leno.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Another guy that likes himself a lot, recording executive Simon Cowell turns 65. I'm sorry.
He's funny.
Simon?
Yeah.
Yeah. His fun fact, has voiced animated versions of himself on both The Simpsons and Family Guy.
Wow, this guy
Yeah. Never passes
gets
up a
around.
moment.
Yeah.
Simon Cowell, 65 today.
All on the Fox network as
Yep.
well. Very interesting.
Singer Toni Braxton turns 57, and her fun fact is a middle name fun fact. I like how these are considered
They're great.
fun fact.
They're great. Yeah.
Michelle.
Michelle. Her fun fact?
That's her, yeah.
Michelle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it. Actor Amber Stevens turns
Amber
38.
Stevens.
Yeah, she voiced Athena in the animated show Crapopolis. I don't know.
Crapopolis is what you just said.
That's what I called it. I don't know what that is. I don't know. It's not my thing.
You just said Crapopolis.
Your girl Joy Behar, TV personality of The View, is 82 today. Noah's losing it.
That's too funny. You just said it so casually. You were like, Crapopolis?
Crapopolis.
Crapopolis.
You know.
So, yes, my favorite person
Like
from The
cabinetry.
View. Now, John, you know The View is like one of my favorite shows. I've seen almost every episode, twice.
I
I'm
heard they
kidding.
banned it over at the Guantanamo Bay because it was like torture that they would use on the prisoners out there, making them watch it.
Yeah.
Waterboarding and then this.
Interesting, yeah. That's enough to make anybody crazy.
That made me crazy.
Yeah.
Drummer Tico Torres, we were talking about drums.
Tico.
Of Bon Jovi is 71 today.
Bon Jovi.
Yeah, he's still one of the rare original members of that band. Actually, they've only lost the original bassist and Richie Sambora, who they say may come back. Maybe. But I don't know. I don't look for it to happen. But who knows? Anything's possible in the world of magic, Joe. All right. So who else we got? We usually look at the birthdays.
Yes, sometimes yes.
You're not doing it
well,
this
birthdays, yeah. We have, I got to pull that up. But who's next, John? Who's on our list?
Okay.
Who's on the celebrity birthday
I'm looking for
list?
someone that is Nathaniel Ratliff.
Uh-huh.
I've heard of that name. Is 46
Okay.
of the Night Sweats. Yeah, there you go.
Ah, the Night Sweats, yes.
Night Sweats. You ever had Night Sweats?
Several times, John.
Okay.
Yeah. How about you?
I stay in Night Sweat.
You're having night sweats
Constantly.
Yeah. Well, we have Christopher Norris.
Not Chuck's son, is it?
No.
Oh.
He's an actor turning 69 today. We also have, John, you might be interested in this one, Ari Parker from Murder in the First, and Soul Food is 54.
I'm more
now,
of
you're
a
big
Judy
Ari
Landers fan who has a birthday today, and she's been on a lot of shows. They list Vegas and BJ and the Bear. I used to watch BJ and the Bear as a little kid. One of my earliest memories was a trucker, and he had a monkey in the cab with him.
And that's also a Clint Eastwood movie as well.
That's what they were ripping off.
Every Which Way But Loose. Yeah.
Even though technically, I want to say Every Which Way but Loose may have came out after that show.
Interesting.
I don't know. But anyway, Judy Landers turned 66 today.
Oh, congratulations! Well, so she was young when that show came out. Like, what was
yes,
she?
indeed, she was. She also had a sister that would appear on some shows, and she was nice looking too. They would appear on Love Boat, Fantasy Island. Back in the day, people would just appear on shows all the time.
Yeah,
it was great.
You're saying that doesn't happen anymore?
Not to where it matters.
Well, why doesn't it matter anymore, John? What makes it different?
Because you don't have, Carlos Montalban anymore. You don't have, I am Mr. O'Rourke. Welcome to Fantasy Island. Smiles, everyone. Smiles. You don't have that anymore.
Oh, you have different people, though.
Yeah, but they're not as good.
That's
the problem.
One of these guys. Okay. Everything was better back in my day.
You got that right.
John, everything was better back in my day, Staten.
Mm-hmm. What's wrong with that? Well, I heard the previous generation say the same thing, so now it's my turn.
So it is your turn. You carry that torch.
And then you'll pick it up when you get along in years.
That's right. Back in my day, we had people like Taylor Swift.
You whippersnapper.
Yeah.
No, you're probably the first generation. That's right, we didn't have anything.
No. That's funny. That's good. That's good. That's good, John.
I didn't mean for it to be good.
No. Yeah, well, feel free to call in. Anybody who's listening, you can call in at 434-394-0924 if you want to congratulate John.
On?
Oh, John.
No, not really. I don't.
No,
Did you watch Joker 2?
I did not see Joker 2. Is that
Did you
out?
even see the first Joker?
No, I did not.
Yeah, it's out, and it stumbled at the box office.
Oh,
and
no.
it poor reviews from audiences and critics alike. So it didn't do well with either one.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Joaquin Phoenix, though, right?
Yeah.
That might be the only reason to watch it.
And Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
Gaga.
Yeah.
She played Harley Quinn.
Not a big fan of those superhero movies,
I could be if they did them halfway right, but since they don't, I've lost interest.
Yeah, true.
But well, the first strike against it was a musical. I think most people hear that, especially younger people, like young boys that want to see these superhero.
Sure.
It's a musical, guys. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'll just stay at home and yeah.
Well, John, you actually admitted to me you love a musical. You
Not
love
really.
What's that musical called that you just adore?
No. I said Amadeus, but Amadeus is not a musical. They don't sit there and have a conversation and all of a sudden bust into song for no reason.
Okay, but they do have a couple of
The music
songs.
parts were the actual opera scenes that
true.
were being done.
True.
That's the difference in a musical.
Okay, well.
The only closest thing to a musical, and even that I can barely watch, but for so long, The Who did a movie version of Tommy, the album, and made some changes to kind of make it more into a movie. And there was all these artists in it. Eric Clapton's in it, performing. So is Elton John.
Wow.
Elton John does like Pinball Wizard and stuff like that. Even if they're like a different artist other than The Who, they're all performing The Who songs off of that album in the movie version. And that movie is wacky. It's got Anne Margaret in it. It's got actors in it. But Tina Turner's in it. And she plays the Acid Queen, and that's a very weird scene.
The Acid Queen.
The Acid Queen.
Interesting.
Yes.
I'm assuming they're not talking about like muriatic acid.
I don't think so.
Okay.
But I'll watch anything with Anne Margaret in it.
Sure you will.
For a few cells.
I know.
Anyway. Yeah.
Sure, thank you.
And you give it a chance.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah. Doesn't mean I'll like it.
No. But you'll watch it.
But I'll give it a few seconds.
Yeah.
She was good in those Grumpy Old Men movies.
What?
The Grumpy Old Men movies.
What is that?
I don't know. Something where it's good and you don't watch it.
I've never heard of this movie before. John.
Grumpier Old Men. You've never heard of that? Oh, you're missing out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
It is good stuff. Did you watch any sports? I know you're a big sports guy.
Big, huge. Love the sports. Love the football and the soccer and the basketball. I did not see any sports.
Something happened over in Dodger Stadium. Tossed balls from stands, apparently aimed at Profar. I don't know this person. Interrupt the Padres' win in LDS Game 2. So Dodger Stadium fans toss baseballs apparently at San Diego left fielder Jurickson Profar, and then threw trash that caused a 12-minute wait between pitches during the 7th inning of NL Division Series Game 2. So there you go. I used to hear stories about in football when, I don't think it was just the Cowboys, but they'd go to Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia, and this would be in the winter, and people were throwing snowballs, but inside the snowballs were things like batteries.
Oh, jeez.
That's the kind of welcoming greeting you would get at that stadium. That's what. In the what is that place called? The City of Brotherly Love.
That's right, John. Only if you're a brother. If you're not a part of the city, you can get the heck out of there.
But
yeah.
Speaking of football, looks like Dak Prescott luckily threw a touchdown pass to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 20-17. So that would have been like 20 seconds left in the game.
Huh.
Then they'll turn around and botch it in a game that actually means something.
That's right. They only do that when it means something. They botch it,
Exactly.
When it means something.
When it really means something,
yeah.
Yeah.
How's your Cowboys doing, John?
I don't know. I haven't really been following them. They won that one.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that was last night's game, Sunday Night Football.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
Yep.
I don't care. If I watch it, they would have lost. So
yeah.
That's how it works.
Yeah, well,
yeah. They'll lose even if I don't watch it.
They will. They will.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you like the Cowboys. I don't know. I feel like that's a very hated team in the NFL. Right?
I guess. But see, you got to remember, I liked them from when I was young.
Back in the day. Yeah, back in the heyday.
Yeah, I liked them then.
Mm-hmm.
Because I wasn't brought up on football. Mm-hmm. Kind of like you, I guess.
Must be a big Romo fan. Tony.
I thought Romo was, let's put it this way, Romo could actually heave the ball and hit people in stride. But he had the same problem as this guy does. If the game is a big game and it means going on in the playoffs, he'll botch it. Mm-hmm. But at least he can make throws a lot of times.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, I don't see there's that much difference. When you go from mediocre talent in the draft and don't bother to get the top tier, that's what you're going to get.
Not always, John. Sometimes the underdog does win.
It's a rarity when somebody that's mid to late round drafts. I'd say Tom Brady would have been the last one to have pulled that off, and he's just retired now. So he's doing his career. Have you watched? You don't watch sports, but he's doing his NFL announcing career now.
Is he
on
really?
Fox? Yes, he is.
Tom Brady, your
man. Tom
wow.
Brady. Tom Brady is doing his thing. He is now.
About time.
What's that?
About time for him.
It's about time.
Yeah, about time.
They kind of had him on the bench there for a while, and then they finally, okay, you're up, kid.
Yeah, Tom Brady, didn't they? I mean, he was doing this thing where he was like, I'm retiring, and then he was like, no, I'm coming back.
Some of them will do that. Brett Favre was famous for doing that.
Yeah,
famous.
Then when he actually did retire, nobody believed him.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then
even Troy Aikman, when he retired, I think he really thought it was over. He had one enticing offer to come back, but he said, "No, I'm not." He's like one of the few that won't play that wonderful game. Former owner of a water buffalo that roamed Iowa suburb for days pleads guilty. Wow. Guilty of what? The owner of a water buffalo that ran loose in Des Moines, Iowa suburb for days in August has pleaded guilty for having an animal at large.
Water buffalo. John, have you ever seen a water buffalo?
I'm looking at it right now. And not when I'm looking at you on the computer screen.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a water buffalo. That's a good nickname for somebody.
Water buffalo.
Yeah.
The owner of a water buffalo that ran loose in Des Moines, Iowa suburb for days pleaded guilty for having animal at large. The owner was fined $105. That's it? That's
pretty cheap.
Bad.
Not bad for having your buffalo out for a couple of days.
Court cost. Thursday, the Des Moines Register reported the owner was taking the animal to slaughter when it escaped in August. Can't say as I blame him for that.
Yeah.
He pulled off the fugitive type thing.
Kind of did, yeah. That water buffalo.
I want you to search every hen house, outhouse, frat house, cat house. Do you remember that scene with Tommy Lee Jones?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Harrison Ford.
Yeah, Harrison Ford. Tommy Lee Jones.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good movie.
Good movie.
Good
Good
movie.
movie.
Good movie.
Good movie.
Good movie.
Good movie. Yeah.
Really good movie. Good movie.
Well, you can call in. Let's talk about The Fugitive.
Or tell us if you watched the actual TV show that was based off.
I never saw that. Now that is very strange.
Supposedly that was like my grandmother's favorite show.
And the movie was based off of the show.
Yeah.
So they made a movie about a show.
Pretty much. Yeah.
That's
one of the earliest.
Wow.
They've been doing that now for quite some time.
I mean, well, have they really? I
Slightly.
Like
Dragnet.
Okay. Well. Chips.
Starsky and Hutch. Chips.
Yeah.
And when you get to those shows, now you're talking about my earliest memories of childhood. Because I remember when Chips was on TV.
Yeah. I feel like movies like Chips, where it's like just really cheaply done.
Well, they go straight for the comedy, and the show wasn't really a comedy. Yeah. It might have had comedic elements to it, but it wasn't really a comedy.
I mean, they do that because those are easy cash grabs, and people who know those like intellectual properties like Chips or Dragnet, they'll go out and pay money, like pay like $12
they used
for
to.
a ticket.
I don't know if they're
people
doing
still do it. Weirdly enough, yeah,
not
people
me.
will see it.
I gave up the ghost a long time ago.
You gave up the going to see movies a long time ago.
Well, just this whole thing of we're going to paint it up like it's Dukes of Hazzard and make it look like it's Dukes of Hazzard, but then when you go see it, it's not Dukes of Hazzard at all. Other than maybe they have the car. They've done it with the A-Team. I can go on and on.
Yeah, no, keep it. Let's skip. Okay.
Let's see what else that are gone. Now, some things just turn into TV shows again. They try to revive
I hate
Magnum
when that
PI.
happens. Yeah.
They did that Hawaii Five-0.
They tried redoing The Twilight Zone. The show from the 50s with Rod Sterling.
Which they showed this past weekend.
Yeah.
They had like a marathon on.
It's upsetting that they're...
Imagine that
it should be
on sight and sound.
Should be illegal. That's a great Rod Sterling, by the way, John.
He's left Jersey, and now he's entered the Farmville zone.
Yeah. You should be narrating my life with that voice. Yes, that's great.
A man named Noah
Yeah.
has no idea what he's doing or how he got there.
Yes, okay. I'm still listening, John. This is good. This is good. I feel like I'm going to have a revelation. Oh, goodness.
Oh,
okay.
Mind.
All right.
I thought maybe somebody was chiming in.
Oh, yeah.
But they're not.
Well, they can chime in if they call 434-394-0924 is the number. If you want to call that number and you know, you can talk to us, me, Noah Massage, and John Staten over here to my immediate front, and I'm looking straight ahead. He's there. You know, he's not now
on The Fugitive.
Yeah.
The guy on that show.
He
talked like this.
He's got the classic like.
No, he didn't have the Jersey accent.
Okay,
but he had that kind of low,
grovelly voice.
And they would get him to narrate other shows.
Interesting.
I remember this long docudrama called Centennial. And Pascal, he was there on the riverbed, looking out for the Iroquois.
Never heard of this show before, John.
It's not really a show. It was more like a mini-series kind of thing.
Yeah. I got you.
It's kind of interesting. It starts from the very early days of the fur trappers and whatnot, all the way up to what would have been current day at the time, which would have been the 70s.
Okay.
It would have been around this one. But I only watched 2 episodes because I only followed one character.
Oh.
Pasquinel.
Ah.
The French-Canadian.
French-Canadian, yeah. Good.
Oui. Oh, yeah. And that was played by Robert Conrad. And then once his character was killed off, I stopped watching it. My interest waned after that.
Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, John, okay. I don't have anything to add to that. Nothing whatsoever, sorry. But I wanted to ask you, so you were given a list of revivals, shows that they revived.
Oh, yeah.
I think we left off at...
I'm losing count. Wild Wild West was one.
And is that a show they turned into a movie or revived as another show?
Try to make it into a movie.
How did that go?
Like a you-know-what in church.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, they casted Will Smith.
Yeah.
It probably did money, but let's just put it this way. Fans of the show didn't care for it. If you didn't know anything about the show, then it didn't matter.
And you know what's terrible? People will still make them if they make money. If it makes a profit, they'll make another one.
Well,
But-
that or if they just like the actor or
No
something
matter
like that.
no matter how bad the reception is, people could
Yeah.
hate it and burn DVDs of that in the street. But if it makes a profit, they're going to make another one, which is unfortunate. That's where that's the time we're living in, where mediocrity runs the streets. Unfortunately,
That's true.
yeah.
Anything else you want to add?
No.
Oh, sure.
Yes,
Come on.
I'm sure, John. I'm sure. And what other shows? So that one and
Well, if I had to really, really think about it.
was there one that you were shocked that they made Did they make a Gunsmoke movie?
Fortunately not.
Thank God.
Fortunately. Well, first of all, you'd have to have somebody. James Arness was like 6'7". Mm-hmm. You'd have to get somebody of some stature to play that role. And then not only have the look, but the charisma. Mm-hmm. And they just don't do that. I mean,
People don't have charisma anymore.
Obviously not. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Not at all. David Jansen was the man in The Fugitive.
Amazing.
I'm David Jansen, and I'm here to talk about life insurance.
Oh, did he do those life insurance?
He did commercials.
Yeah.
And then Robert Conrad did commercials for Ever Ready Battery. And he put the battery on his shoulder. I dare you to knock it off. I double dare you.
Okay.
He was a tough guy.
Yeah, tough
guy.
Tough guy.
You won't find another battery as powerful as the Energizer.
He talked like, wow.
Yeah, that's kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
And put the battery on his shoulder.
John Nicholson from The Shining.
Jack
Nicholson.
John. and John Nicholson in The Shining. Well, I guess I'm out of a job, Noah.
Oh my God! I can't believe I just said that. That's so funny.
And starring John Nicholson in The Shining.
No, stop, John. Stop.
What's wrong?
That technically is your name for your character of Jack Nicholson. When you impersonate Jack Nicholson, I'm calling you John Nicholson from now on.
Well,
John Nicholson in
all work and no play makes John a dull boy.
Yeah, good one.
John Nicholson. Yeah, good old John Nicholson.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So there you go.
All right. Cool.
And it was the same premise, by the way, of the movie. If you remember, The Fugitive, the one-armed man killed the wife. Mm-hmm. That was the premise of the actual TV show as well. Sometimes they changed stuff like that, but they kept the premise the same.
Interesting.
Changed some other things, obviously, but that was the same premise. The one-armed man. He was always going after the one-armed man on the TV show. Yep. He was always going after the one-armed man.
Well, John, we have one more minute left to wrap this baby up and send it down the river.
All the way to the end. That's
what I like. John, it was another great episode.
It was.
It was fun catching up. I'll see you tomorrow.
On the morrow.
And I would like to mention as well, the winner again, Doralease. Short Jackson, congratulations. You have won, and you will be getting an email very shortly about your, winning. Congratulations once again. And John, thank you for being you. I don't know.
And thanks to John Nicholson for being our guest today.
Exactly. They can.
Have a great rest of your day. Bye.
WFLO, AM 870, Farmville.